Hello everybody, today we are really excited to go over with you a new dance. It is for Lenny and Varda Harris's song, Yah is Calling. It's a wonderful song about coming back to the Lord and repentance. And it's going to be in 3 parts. We're going to do a demonstration for you after we walk through all 3 parts. The first part, we are starting facing towards the center. And this dance has a lot of movements that go backwards and a lot of turns because it emphasizes the point of the song, which is to turn back, to turn around. All right, so just remember that we're going to be doing a lot of turn backs and a lot of backwards moves and whatnot. So we'll walk you through it. First part, facing towards the center of the circle. And we are going to start with a 180 turn backwards, starting with our right foot, so we'll be swinging right. All right, so it's going to swing right, and immediately into basically like a back chorus step. So it's a 1, 2, 3, and then you'll do a back left Yemenite, followed by a back right Yemenite to pivot. Back right Yemenite, pivot. And as soon as you pivot, your next step is going to be the left. So the left is going to go into a back chorus step. It's like a fast waltz step or a horse step, really. You could use, you can call it either one. And then a back right. And then we are going to do a back left Yemenite. And pause right here. The lyrics say of Elohim, so we'll just sit here for a second. And then you're going to do a back quick right Yemenite to pivot again. Back quick Yemenite, pivot together. And now you're facing the outside, and you'll do all of those moves again. This time facing the outside to face back in. All right? So that completely mirrors until you face back in. Okay? And that's all of part 1. Part 2, so if we have done that, let's say we're doing the second part of part 1, we're just mirroring everything we just did. So we'll be swinging back around, 1, 2, 3, back left Yemenite, right back Yemenite, pivot, left 2, 3, right 2, 3, back left Yemenite, pause, back right Yemenite, pivot, together. All right, so from here into part 2. Part 2 is going to be backwards waltz steps, and they're going to be going clockwise. So 1, 2, 3, we're calling back. All right, so just make sure you emphasize that with your hands. And then left, 2, 3, right again, right 2, 3, and then we're going to do the back left Yemenites to the back right Yemenites and pivot. All right, back right Yemenite, pivot, together. And then we're going to go in the same direction, continuing. This time we're going forward. All right, so forward, 2, 3. This part of the song, the Lord is giving to us. So here's the emphasis on the giving. Back left Yemenite, back right Yemenite, pivot, together. And then we will repeat that again, the whole thing. That's all of part 2. All right, moving on to part 3. It's our last part. So at this point in time, we're going to be kind of like this. So part 3 is going to be facing towards the center. Now this is the chorus, Yah is Calling. So as we move forward in a chorus step or a quick waltz step, however you want to call it, we are going to use our hands as we move forward towards the center of the circle. So it's a 1, 2, 3, all right? So we're talking about calling. And then we're going to do a left full turn around as we come back to where we came from. All right, he's calling you and me. So we're gathering you and me. Okay, and you're going to kind of spin on that last turn to do the 3 steps forward again. 1, 2, 3. This time we're going right as our hands are up to our ears. Can you hear? That's the part that this is in this part of the dance is in the song, right? So, can you hear? All right, and then from there, we're going to do in the direction of counterclockwise direction. It's going to be right step behind, a pivot hora, left step behind, pivot hora, immediately into a bending of the knee and covering of the eyes, all right? In this point of the song, she says, Shema Yisrael. So this is what we do with the Shema, okay? So Shema Yisrael, and then we'll end it with pivoting cherkasiyas that are drawing our hands back. So here's a pivot cherkasiya, pivot left, pivot cherkasiya, or cherkasiya to a pivot left. All right, that's all three parts. So let's walk through part 3 one more time all the way through, and then Amira and I will do a little bit of a demo for you, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, left, turn around, 1, 2, 3, right, turn around, right behind, pivot hora, left behind, pivot hora, Shema, cherkasiya, pivot, cherkasiya,
return to me, says Adonai. Return to me, says Elohim. Return to me, says Adonai. Return to me, says Elohim. Return to me, be set apart. You are my chosen from the start. I have for you a perfect plan. It is for your good, not for your harm. Return to me, be set apart. You are my remnant, my chosen ones. I've kept you for such a time as this. Return with your hearts, not just with your lips. Yeah, he's calling you and me. Yeah, he's calling, can you hear? His voice is close, his voice is near. Shema Israel, can you hear? Yeah, he's calling you and me. Yeah, he's calling, can you hear? His voice is close, his voice is near. Shema Israel, Adonai. Return to me, be set apart. You are my remnant, my chosen ones. I've kept you for such a time as this. Return with your hearts, not just with your lips. Return to me, says Adonai. Return to me, says Elohim. Return to me, says Adonai. Return to me, says Elohim. Return with your heart. Return with your heart. Return with your heart, not just with your lips. Yeah, he's calling you and me. Yeah, he's calling, can you hear? His voice is close, his voice is near.